G'day everyone, Brian Odian with another episode of VikingCloud's CyberIntel. In our last episode, we talked about OWASP, or the Open Web Application Security Project, and the API Security Top 10 for 2023, in particular, improper inventory management. This time we're going to refer to the same list, but talk about unsafe consumption of APIs. According to OWASP, developers tend to trust data received from third-party APIs more than user input, and so they tend to adopt weaker security standards. In order to compromise APIs, attackers go after the integrated third-party services instead of trying to compromise the target API directly. So what's an example of an attack scenario they provide? Well, for example, an API relies on a third-party service to enrich user-provided business addresses. When the address is supplied to the API by the end user, it's sent to a third-party service and the return data is then stored on a local SQL-enabled database. Bad actors use the third-party service to store an SQLi payload associated with the business created by them. They then go after the vulnerable API, providing input that makes it pull their malicious business from the third-party service. The SQLi payload ends up being executed on the database, exfiltrating data to an attacker's controlled server. Exploiting this issue requires the attackers to identify and potentially compromise other APIs or services the target API is integrated with, and that information isn't usually publicly available, but the impacts can be severe if realized. So how do you prevent these types of attacks? Well, OWASP lists 4 ways. When evaluating service provider, assess their API security posture. Ensure all API interactions happen over a secure communication channel. Always validate and properly sanitize data received from integrated APIs before using it. And finally, maintain and allow a list of well-known locations integrated APIs may redirect to yours. Do not blindly follow redirects. The OWASP API Security Top 10 for 2023 has 8 other areas that we haven't discussed, such as broken object level authorization and unrestricted resource consumption. If you're a developer, I highly recommend that you have a look at the list. And if you're a security professional, it's a must to review it so that you know what you're looking out for. Once again, if you have any questions you want answered, please feel free to post a comment or get in touch with us, and we'll make it a subject of a later episode. Thanks for watching.